Hey everyone, welcome back. It's the Filmsmiths here. I'm Nick, and once again we have special guest Abby here. Wave. Oh, look at her go. Today we're going to talk to you about the film Whiplash, also known as Drums. Not as fun as you thought before, the movie. So Whiplash is a relatively obscure film that made a lot of noise at Sundance this year. Stars Miles Teller as this young kid going into his first year of, technically, college. He goes to Schaefer, which is a fictional music school that is the top school in the country. He's a jazz drummer, and he starts out in this regular ensemble that he's playing in, and then he gets noticed and brought up into the top studio band directed by J.K. Simmons. Just Kidding Simmons, who is this terrifying teacher who is yelling all the time and insulting people and throwing chairs, but that's all his way of pushing you to be even better. So a lot of it is about this line, how far can you push someone to be the next Buddy Rich without pushing them too far and breaking them. These performances are phenomenal. Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons going back and forth off of each other is great. J.K. Simmons is doing career best work here, and J.K. Simmons is always doing great work in everything he's ever been in. When this movie finished, I was speechless in the theater for many minutes.
You were. You had nothing to say because there was too much going on in your head. And to play off of that, actually, I think Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons are one of my new favorite actor-actor combos. They just have such good chemistry. And I mean, J.K. alone is a shining star. And this entire movie, from the minute that Nick and I watched the preview, we knew we were going to go see it in theaters.
I watched the preview also way too many times.
You did. You did. The one thing that I absolutely loved about this, because I come from a family of teachers, and that idea that you touched on of how far is too far when it comes to pushing someone to be the next great, or what it takes to finding the next great. And Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons, in essence, wanted different parts of the same whole end result. J.K. Simmons wanted to be that instructor who found the next great Buddy Rich. Miles Teller wanted to be the next great Buddy Rich. And it's that back and forth, almost tug of war. Mm-hmm. And they never really see until the very end finale that we both can do this and find this next great person.
And we're certainly not going to tell you how it ends, but it was... I think it's the only way it could have ended, and I loved it. And the music is just so catchy, but also it finds a way to fit the tone. And as someone who is a percussionist, I found myself tapping along with the music the entire time.
Don't get the wrong idea. Even if you don't play the drums, I personally played the clarinet, but that in and of itself gave this such an extra layer that I don't think you got because you are a percussionist.
To someone who isn't aware of the intensity, I guess you could say, of how a drummer's brain works while drumming, this will probably shock some people.
Yeah, go see it right now. Stop watching this video.
Oh, it sucks. This video sucks.
Go watch Whiplash.
Please.
You need to see it. One thing that I will say that got both of us a little angry was when people in the theater were laughing.
There were some people in the theater when we saw this who were laughing, especially like strings of insults Simmons was throwing at people, and like he threw a chair at someone and they laughed. And that isn't funny. And I mean, I know some people that I've read about online claim that, oh, a teacher would never throw a chair at a student, this is unrealistic. I don't see it as him actually throwing a chair at it. It's almost more of, this is how the students interpret what's going on. And anyone out there who is a music student and takes their craft very seriously, you know these feelings. The concepts that they're relaying with this over-the-top, at times, action is, I think, really, really good. Like, the way they do it, it is relatable. You can understand what they're feeling, as long as you're not too caught up in the fact that maybe this isn't what's happening in real life. Whiplash was so much more than I could have anticipated. It took me a long time to get to see it after I've been wanting to. I could not be happier that I did see it. J.K. Simmons is getting some Best Supporting Actor Oscar attention, and I would love for that to happen. I don't really have anything bad to say about Whiplash. I'm gonna have to give it a 10 again.
As soon as that amazing finale dropped to black, I knew that I had just finished watching my favorite film of 2014. And I don't go throwing this number around all that often. I really don't. But Whiplash was a 10.
Whiplash is not gonna leave my head for a long time.
Mm-mm. So like I said, just stop watching this video and go see it.
If you have seen Whiplash, you should let us know what you think. And by that I mean you agree with us, because of course you do. If you haven't seen Whiplash, why are you still watching this? Go!
Pause button right there.
Go! Watch it, please, now. Feel free to check the description box below where our Twitter handles will be. Also Zach, but once again...
He dumb.
Loser can't show up.
If you don't want to do that, there's a nice little red button. Subscribe to these guys. I am not a permanent fixture on this channel. I'm actually a subscriber, fortunate enough to be able to join them in reviewing movies. And if you do subscribe and maybe go ahead and leave a comment down below requesting a video, what they could do...
Well, we're probably gonna do it.
...is screen cap your comment, give you a little shout out, and you'd probably be really grateful if someone requested something, wouldn't you?
Sure would be.
Yeah.
Maybe we would put that at the top of our list of things to do.
So why don't you go ahead and do that?
'Cause it's all about you. Not you. You, right there.
Yeah, that one.
Looking at you. Well, that about wraps it up for this one, I would say. I'm Nick.
And I'm Abby.
We'll see you next time.